Welcome to the first of the UEFA Champions League group stage games. A huge crescendo of noise erupting from the stands as the players make their eagerly awaited entrance. And the stadium comes to life as we hear the strains of the UEFA Champions League anthem. Now let's see how both these teams will line up. So, away we go. He's looking to find his front men. Forward it goes. Rooney.
Look, we've seen it from the fella before. Even from that sort of range, he's just really capable, and I think he must be catered for it. They have to work on that and get to him sooner.
Mata. Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Juan Mata did so well with that interception, but what followed was a pretty lethal counter-attack that took seconds to convert. That's as sharp as it gets, believe me.
They've gone ahead so early in the game. They've scored in the opening 10 minutes of the game to make it 1-0. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! He so nearly exploited that mistake. They put plenty of effort into corners in training. Now it's a match situation. The defence does its job. A volley. Guilherme. Haralabides. Van Persie. Van Persie. Van Persie. Saved by the crossbar. Superb from Rooney. It's a comfortable lead now, 2 goals. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
Now it's 2-0.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts him in control now.
They were so nearly punished for their mistake. He was close to adding to his tally there.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Goal in sight. Oh, yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
So it's 3-0 now. Here's Jabbour. Through and still going. Can he now find a finish? Jabbour. Rooney. He goes alone. Rooney. He makes his way towards the penalty area. And a goal. They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead. An audacious lob.
Oh, it takes real skill to execute a lob like that, and when it comes off, it's simply delightful to watch. What a goal!
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Risa. There's the end to the first 45. There's a wide gap between these teams now. Apoel get the second half going. Van Persie. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! Off the bar! Rooney! Athletic goalkeeping.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
Oh, he's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Mata. Rooney! He struck that really cleanly.
He was right in front of goal and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Juan Mata picks the ball up straight from a goal kick. Van Persie! Van Persie! And it's come back off the bar. Moved away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion. Manchester United still not utilising their bench. It's Van Persie. Van Persie! He got a good hold of that.
He did so well to exploit the space down the middle there. That gave him a clean run through on the opposition goal.
He's being hassled and harried here. Blind wins it back. Van Persie. Now there's a chance to counter. Vinicius. Good strong run down the right, now looking though for some support. A determined run met by just as determined a piece of defending. There's plenty of activity down by the touchline. Looks like we're going to get a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Rooney! It just veered off to the right. He wasn't far from finding the net again.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
The clock counting down. He's won that physical contest and with it the ball. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! Another one! They're well clear now, it's just a question of how many more. That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes I think I've ever seen.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
He's got two in this game, he's on a hat-trick. They have this game in their hands now. There it is, the final whistle. A magnificent start, 3 points safely in the bag after day one. And this will surely set the tempo for the rest.